Shroompilled YouTube video. Today we're going to be doing the ideologies test from idrlabs.com. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, it says question 1. The traditional class structure of working class, middle class, and capitalist class was an efficient mode of organization and is worthy of preservation. Eh, I guess it is kind of efficient. Alright. If the government got out of everything but running the police, the court, and the military, we would be closer to my ideal society. Nah, the government is really important, man. Members of labor unions should be allowed to blockade workplaces, and disrupt work of non-union workers. But fuck unions, bro. Fuck unions. Hell no. Hell no. Populist scare campaigns directed against Muslims are a bigger threat to Western societies than the presence of Muslims themselves. Absolutely fucking no. Dude, like, have you not seen what happened when you let a ton of Muslims enter your country? Like, I'm not even being racist, bro. Like, shit gets pretty bad. You know, they start stabbing people, they start doing terrorist attacks. So, yeah, absolutely no, bro. Are you crazy? Holy crap. Alright. Economic equality can only be justified if it benefits the most unfortunate in society. Hmm. Okay, I guess. Mm, kind. Alright. To the consumer goods and an increase in living standards as ends in themselves is a sign of moral corruption and decadence. Kinda, I guess. Yeah, that is actually pretty true. I'm not gonna lie. Like, not even kinda. That's kind of true. All right, bet. So then, the right to form individual liberties, such as freedom of speech, freedom of association, must be supplemented by the right to a basic standard of living. Hmm. Nah. Because hear me out. Freedom of speech. Like, how do you define when freedom of speech gets problematic? Like, let's say if I go around and I say the N word, would that be freedom of speech, or would that be like a hate crime? Or or if I say, I dislike blank, would that be freedom of speech or a hate crime? Now, freedom of association. Now, this is where it gets things get a little bit of more spicy, right? Because association would mean something like Antifa would be allowed to exist, right? And we hate Antifa. We freaking hate Antifa. So yeah, that kind of sucks. So no, I don't agree with this. Democracy is too inefficient to have any kind of inherent value. In a political setting whatsoever, yeah, democracy sucks. Alright. True socialism has never been tried. I completely disagree. Socialism has been tried and it failed every single time. Alright, so barring threats, libels, I don't know what that is, and incitement to violence, what are considered hate speech is really nothing but an essential part of freedom of speech. Honestly, yes. Like, hate speech should be part of freedom of speech, right? Like, even if you completely disagree with such a statement, it is still freedom of speech, right? Like, it shouldn't be something different. Alright. The government should ensure the complete and total loyalty of its inhabitants to the state. Absolutely, man. The right to free speech is innately a human right. Yes and no, so I'm just gonna be neutral. The individual cannot. Oh, hello, Michigan. How you doing? Y'all can't see this, but my cat is right here. Oh, baby Michi, baby Michi. His name is Michigan, and I love him. All right. The individual cannot reliably claim any rights against the state, since the state that grants him these rights in the first place. Freaking true, man. The notion of a different human races is still science. Hell no, bro. Races are not a social construct. They are a real thing. And if you disagree with me, fuck you. I mean, not really. If you disagree with me, you totally, that's totally okay, I guess. But yeah, races are definitely a thing. Not even trying to be racist here. Alright. Nations that cannot defend their territory do not deserve it. Absolutely, man. If you have a nation, you should be able to defend your territory. We will never have a society as long as big businesses are privately owned. No, man. Are you crazy? That's not true. There are no universal ethics. What is true and good for one people may be false and bad for others. I'm gonna stay neutral on this, honestly. So-called liberal democracy, where people can vote for legislator but cannot control the economy directly, is not true democracy. I mean, democracy sucks, totally. So yeah, I'm gonna go with. Come on, I'm gonna go with agree. A plurality of political parties is necessary to ensure that no one circle of individuals gets too complacent in power. Absolutely not, bro. Like people already get too complacent in power. Like say in my country of Mexico, we had the PRI ruling the world. We had the PRI ruling Mexico for what was about like say 70 years, I think 70, 80 years. So yeah, this totally doesn't work. The economic measurements like GDP are biased against women since they don't account for things like childcare and domestic chores. Man, what the hell? Nah, bro. Look, listen here. I love women, but come on, bro. Like, I mean, I love women, but I'm scared of them. But still, come on, man. Like, that's not true. The state has no business dictating a minimum wage. Nah, I disagree, man. The state has to dictate the minimum wage. Otherwise, companies would just pay their workers freaking, well, freaking bullshit, honestly. The right to own private property, including land, business, stock portfolios, is a basic human right. Totally agree, man. Access to mass market capitalist entertainment should be restricted, since it keeps people enlightened and sedated. I mean, not really, I guess. It should be allowed. All people were the same, regardless of their race or sexual orientation. No comment. Certain sectors such as housing market, power generation, and healthcare are simply too important to leave to the market. True, man. And the state should make sure that every individual has a right to equality of honor, regardless of race, gender, or sexual orientation, including equal opportunity to be hired by private corporations and admittance to privately owned schools. I'm gonna disagree with this, because let's say you go to a Catholic school, you shouldn't be a Muslim in a Catholic school or gay in a Catholic school. Anyways, if a person did not know what race, degree of wealth, or level of cognitive ability they should be born with, they will naturally choose born in a society with a higher degree of economical equality. True, man. The stock exchange should be closed and the banks and big businesses nationalized. True, man. They should be all nationalized. Market economies unfairly oppress women and minorities. Hell no, are you crazy? And let's see my results. Right, so my ideology test is 28% progressivism, 45% left liberalism, 40% right liberalism, and 92% hard motherfucking right. Hell yeah! Hell yeah, man! I mean, if you don't like the far right, that's on you, man. But right on, here in this channel, we are right. Because remember, better be far right than far wrong. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.